So today, I am Farhana Nabila with Fatima Zahra and Nurul Huda will present for Take Home Task 5 and Class Material 6. So next slide. For Take Home Task 5, question 1. The question is about a well-organized paragraph is developed based on the topic sentence. So it asks us to list the function of a topic sentence in academic writing. So I think for the first function is to support essays thesis statement. It means that the thesis statement will be in the introductory paragraph. So the topic sentence will support the thesis statement in the next paragraph. Next function is direct the order of the sentence. It means our sentence will be follow the flow. Next, third function is inform the reader about the subject to be discussed and how it will be discussed. The next slide, Sudah. So for the question 2, there are two parts of effecting topic sentence. As we learned before in LPE class, the topic sentence need us to write the topic and the controlling idea. Next slide, Sudah. Okay, for the question 3, read on the use transition signal in writing a topic sentence for academic text. So for writing the topic sentence, we can use a few type of transition signal. First, to show addition, we can use also, beside, furthermore, next, and. For the give example, we can use for example, in fact, and for instance. Next, to contrast, we can use however, in comparison, on the other hand, and also previously group Izah and Azi already present about this, the transition signal of contrast. We can also use nevertheless, while. Okay. Next, to compare, we can use likewise, similarly, and okay, never mind. Okay, continue with question 4. Look for two examples of an effective topic sentence. So as we know, topic sentence need us to write the topic and controlling idea. So for the first example, communication with colleague requires sensitivity and understanding. So the topic will be communication with colleague, and the and the controlling idea will be requires sensitivity and understanding. Next sentence is improving online social network can help professional communicate. So for the topic is improving online social network. For the controlling idea is can help professionals communicate. Okay, next. We will continue with class material 6.
Okay, so for class material 6, activity 1. Okay, so the question is, what is the function of a topic sentence in a body paragraph of argumentative essay? So basically, the function of the topic sentence will briefly indicate what the paragraph is going to discuss. So as Fana said, in the topic sentence, there will be two elements, which is topic and controlling ideas. So when readers read the topic sentence, they will know what is the paragraph is going to discuss about. Okay, so it also will state the main idea of the body paragraph, and all the sentence in body paragraph are connected to it. So when we read the topic sentence, so we know what the paragraph is going to talk about. Okay, so number two, where is the position of a topic sentence in a body paragraph of argumentative essay? So basically, the position of topic sentence is usually in the first sentence of the paragraph. But it also located at the end of the paragraph, but it is according to the sentence. Okay, for the if the topic sentence at the end of the paragraph, it is usually um, when the paragraph is begin with some example of facts, and so the topic sentence will be at the end of the paragraph, will be conclude the example or the fact that given at the beginning of the paragraph. Okay. Alright. So for activity 2, Hana will explain.
Okay. So for the activity 2, you can read the paragraph that already given in your class material. So this is the body paragraph 1. Next slide. Okay, there are 3 questions. First question is, which sentence contain the opposing view? As we know, opposing view is the viewpoint that oppose of your own view. So it will show the objection for our opinion. So as I already read in the body paragraph 1, I found that the opposing view is sentence number 1, which is one of the strongest supporting claims is the physical harms of marijuana. And next opposing view is Pearson 2000 state that health tests on the monkey's brain seem to show a conclusive evidence of brain damage. So for the next question, highlight the topic and controlling idea. Next, third question is circle the transition signal of contrast. So in the next slide, I will show it. Okay, it asks us to highlight the topic sentence and controlling idea. So I found that the topic and controlling idea will be show no evidence of brain damage caused by marijuana. And it asks us to circle the transition signal of contrast. As I present just now, there are a few type of transition signal of contrast. So I found that however is the transition signal of contrast in this body paragraph 1. So next slide. For body paragraph 2, this is the body paragraph 2 that you can see. The question is still the same like before. Yeah. Next slide. Okay, first question is which sentence contain the opposing view. So the first sentence and second sentence is the opposing view of this body paragraph. Second question is highlight the topic and controlling idea and circle the transition signal of contrast too. So in the next slide, I will show it. Okay. The highlight part is the topic and controlling idea for the topic sentence. So the topic sentence there is, this argument do not take into account the consequences of human failings in the workplace. So the second one is nevertheless the transition signal of contrast in this body paragraph. So for the activity 3, sorry, I forgot. Okay, next question is there are A and B questions. So for A, the question stated that what is the difference between the way the topic sentence are written in paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. So as I can see, body paragraph 1, they provide us the research as the support evidence, while for body paragraph 2, are using the general view of a particular matter as supporting evidence. So for B question is, which is the most effective in indicating the main idea of the body paragraph? So I think body paragraph 1 is more effective because the research that has been done before can support the evidence. Next slide, Huda. Okay. So for activity 3, they ask us to write the transition signal of contrast. So in activity 2, we can see there are two transition signal which are nevertheless and however. So in this activity 3, we can use the transition signal in previous activity. So let's see. For question 1, nevertheless, I choose nevertheless as transition signal. Nevertheless, there are many schools that have lessened the issues of bullying without implementing a school uniform policy. So why I choose nevertheless? Because nevertheless is the conjunction adverb for transition signal. Next, question 2 is even so, or maybe you can write even though. The different views provide it is important to acknowledge the reasons for the introduction of laws which prohibit this unnecessary and cruel institution. Even though or even so, being categorized in subordinating conjunction. Uh, as I said before, Izzah and Azimah group already present about transition signal of contrast in take-home task 3. So next, for the third question is, okay. On the other hand, is the transition phrase. On the other hand, the extreme exposure of adolescents to television, specifically to commercials shows in television, has become a growing concern. For the fourth, some parents, educators, and civil liberties group continue to oppose single-sex classes. So I use however because however is conjunctive adverb for the transition signal. So however, there is some evidence that separating boys and girls in middle school produce positive results. For the fifth question is supporters say that smokers should have a right to smoke despite the fact that smoking will most likely kill those who do it. you can change the despite with in spite of. So yeah. Activity for next activity will be continue Buddha.
Okay, thank you, Farhana. I will continue this presentation with activity 4. Can you hear me? Okay. For activity 4, we have to fill in the rebuttal argument, two rebuttal argument for the debatable issue. So for the first question, the topic is about smoking, and the debatable issue is smoking should be banned in all public places, and the writer stands for the issue. So the opposing view given is violation of a smoker's right. And I think the suitable rebuttal argument for this opposing view is violation of non-smoker right to their health. And the second opposing view is certain areas have already been allocated for smoking. And I think for the suitable rebuttal argument is most areas do not abide with government standard to reduce pollution and unease to the public. So we also have to complete the topic sentence for body paragraph 1 that uh, from the brainstorming form, and I think I've come out with this topic sentence for body paragraph 1, that is, however, smoking should be banned in all public places and it may cause violence to the health of non-smoker. This topic sentence won't be located at the beginning uh, of the paragraph because I use however. It will be whether in the middle of the paragraph or at the end of the paragraph to conclude the example or the supporting detail, supporting sentence for the topic for the topic. And for topic sentence for body paragraph 2, I've come up with the sentence that is, even so, most areas do not abide with the government standard to reduce pollution and unease the public. Okay, just now I use however, and for the second sentence for the paragraph 2, I use even so. Like Fana said, even though can also use as the transition signal for this topic sentence, and this topic center will be located whether in the middle or at the end of the body paragraph. Okay, next we continue to question number 2. The topic given here is about examinations, and debatable issue here is formal examination at public university should be abolished, and the writer stands for this issue. So the opposing view given is an established method to the student's performance. The opposing view is for the issue is an established method to assess student performance. So I came up the rebuttal argument for this first point is student presentation on the topic they learn are more effective in assessing student performance. And for the second opposing view given here is motivate students to take their learning seriously. And I came out with the rebuttal argument that is force students to focus only on having a good grade while neglecting the other part to achieve in their life. The topping sectors that I think is suitable for the body paragraph 1 is I'm using transition signal nevertheless. So, nevertheless, student presentation on the topic they learn are more effective in assessing students' performance. And the topic sentence for body paragraph 2, I use transition signal that is, on the other hand, it will only force students to focus only on having good grade while neglecting the other part to achieve in their life. Okay, for question number 3, this brainstorming form, the topic is about dietary habits. And the debatable issue is restricting food consumption is the most effective way to lose weight. And the writer stands against the issue. So for the opposing view is restricting, the first opposing view here given is restricting the number of meals will drastically decrease the intake of calories. And I came up with the rebuttal argument that is more food will be consumed due to the intense hunger. And the second opposing view here is, given here is snacking should be avoided altogether as it will only lead to excessive energy intake. And I came up with a rebuttal argument that it's actually eating healthy snack can help in lose weight by tricking our body for feeling full. So the topic sentence that I came out that I think suitable for the body paragraph 1 is, despite more food would be consumed due to intense hunger. While the second topic sentence is, however, eating healthy snack can help in weight loss by tricking our body for feeling full. Okay, I'll continue with activity 5. For the activity 5, it asks to write the purpose of supporting points and the detail in the space provided. So the purpose of supporting point is that it includes information that helps to describe, clarify the key concept of the paragraph, and the supporting details is to support the main idea. The supporting points is the information we add in the paragraph to help reader to understand better our point, our topic sentence about our topic. While the supporting detail is to support the main idea. While whether we stands for the issue or we stands against the issue. Okay, for activity 6, I would like to pass it to Zahra.
Yeah, okay, we continue with activity 6. Okay, so the question is to complete the tables below by writing the supporting points for the opposing view and rebuttal argument. Use the information from excerpt 1 and 2 for the supporting details. So here is the excerpt 1. Okay. So it has given the opposing view, the topic sentence. Okay, so we have to find the supporting point for opposing view and also the supporting points and supporting details for the rebuttal argument from the excerpt 1. So we found out that for supporting points for opposing view, the statement is most public schools with uniform policy are in poor neighborhoods, emphasizing the class distinction that uniform was supposed to eliminate. According to the Nation Center for Education Statistics, 47% of high poverty public school required school uniform, while only 6% of low poverty public school required them. Okay, so this supporting points is support the opposing view that said school uniform reduce peer pressure and is effective in eliminating incidents of bullying. Okay, so for the topic sentence, It states, however, there is no evidence that school uniform reduce the statistic of bullying. So we have to find the subjecting point. And from the excerpt one, we found out that for the supporting point is no evidence in bullying literature that support a reduction in violence due to school uniforms. Instead, bullying will simply find another way to judge status. Okay, for the supporting details, these supporting details will prove the supporting points with some facts or some statistic or some quotation. So the supporting details is basically will convince the readers. Okay, so the supporting details that we found is previous slide. Okay, so supporting details that we found is according to Miami-Dade County Public School Office of Education Evaluation and Management, spikes in middle school nearly double within 1 year of introducing mandatory uniform. So this is the statistic, I think. Okay, so for next slide, this is the excerpt 2. Okay, so we also have to find supporting points and supporting details. Okay, for the opposing view, school uniforms can save parents money. Okay, so supporting points in the excerpt 2 is traditionally favored by private and conservative institutions. School uniforms are being adopted by U.S. public school in increasing numbers. About 1 in 5 U.S. public school, which is 21%, required students to wear uniform during the 2015-2016 school year, up from 1 in 8 in 2003 and until 2004. Okay, so mandatory uniform policy in public school are found more commonly in high poverty areas. So this supporting point support the opposing view. Alright, for the supporting point for topic sentence is the Children Commissions on Poverty UK found that over 95% of parents on low incomes reported difficulties in meeting school-related costs, including uniforms, despite their children attending tuition-free school. So this point support the topic sentence where it states, rather than saving parents money, the annual cost of buying school uniform imposes an extra expense on families. Okay, so to convince the reader, we will support with in York County. It is reported that some children were missing class because their families couldn't afford to purchase the required uniform. Okay, so I think that's all from us. So we have done presenting THD5 and class material 6. Thank you.
That's all from us. Thank you. Stop.